Here we go. Where you at? Hit the like button. Woo! I support my brother, Solomon Hill, baby. He was just out there playing defense. It ain't his fault LeBron can't move his feet. Yeah. It ain't his fault. LeBron James can't move his feet. Let's go. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Woo! Let's go. Oh, yeah, it's time. Now, everybody don't seem to understand. I know what's been up. Oh, I know what's been going down. And now they sick. Kawhi Leonard has shut up these biggest critics in the game. And they are right now, they are running like roaches. Hit the like button. Straight up. They running like roaches. And the reason why they doing so, yeah, the reason why they doing so is a very simple reason.
TikTok shop has a bunch of toys you
What
love.
the hell is that? It's a very good reason why they're doing so. Absolutely. The reason why they decided to hate on Kawhi Leonard so much because he doesn't go along with status quo. We've been saying it since the inception, and I have sold you people the top 3 basketball players in the NBA is Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, and Kevin Durant. That is it. Everybody else is not in that tier. That tier don't change. That's the tier. That's the 3 amigos. That's the 3 right there. Anybody else you want to put in that mix, that's cool. You could put them in the mix, but as I'm telling you, that is it. Those 3 right there are the elite. Now, Kawhi Leonard has always been a step above because of what his talent level could do. Kyrie is good at what he does. Kawhi is good in his element. Kevin Durant is good in his element. They're all 3 different players, but they are elite in what they do. You've never seen a player do what Kyrie Irving could do. In just a spurt of minutes of time, no player his size with that kind of control of the ball, and light it up the way he can. You haven't seen that since probably, well, AI was not that great of a shooter, but he would score. Isaiah Thomas could do it, but it was very far and few. Now, everybody's saying to themselves, well, how did this happen? How did this anomaly happen? Because this isn't making any sense right now. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Shouts out to you too. See, Now, what Kawhi did is when they interviewed him during the All-Star week, this is why Kawhi don't like to talk, because they were asking him about something entirely different and stupid. They were asking him about a 4-point shot. See, that's how this whole thing was created. What do you think about the 4-point shot? The 4-point shot. I'm like, the 4-point shot. The NBA, do they need to add a 4-point shot? And it's like, are you serious? You really think the NBA needs to add a 4-point shot? Since when? Since when does the NBA need to add a 4-point shot to the game? That's what I'm talking about. A 4-point shot. Now, where did they get the 4-point shot from? I wonder who got a 4-point shot in their game. Oh, the big three. Now, they can't add a 4-point shot to their game. You know why they can't? The reason why they can't add a 4-point shot to their game is because of a simple fact. And that simple fact is Ice Cube owned the big three. They own their rights. So if they were to buy out the big three, get the big three to tank, they could take and absorb the big three. They take their rules. They take the things that they did in the game that they want to use, like the 4-point shot. They want to put that into the game to mess it up all even more. And that's what Kawhi Leonard is talking about. Like, you guys are making these changes. We got to play by these rules. Now you've already then took the fundamentals out of the game. You have taken the fundamentals out of the game. So no wonder people are confused. No wonder people don't know what's going on. They don't know they left from their right. Of course, because if you go down these narratives and you go down these roads, you're going to find out they lead to different and difficult situations all the way around the board. You got to adjust the game. You're constantly in a free flux. Kawhi Leonard, they got a free range to disrespect Kawhi Leonard. Why? Because he does not care. Kawhi Leonard does not care. He's not on social media. Kawhi Leonard is not going to do any of the said things that everybody else is saying that he's going to do. He does not care. Oh, him being better than LeBron, everybody should know that. It's not even a question. Him being better than LeBron is an anomaly. Trust me. If you don't know Kawhi Leonard is a better basketball player all the way around than LeBron James, then I don't know what to tell you. You could tell a guy who works on their game and a guy who does not work on his game. And that's LeBron James. LeBron James does not work on his game. He does not improve. He takes the offseason off. He takes shortcuts. This is not the kind of person you would even want as your leader of your team. As you can see, he's always someone else's fault. Now, right, he's not on social media. And there's a main reason why. When you're not on social media, you're not going to be scrutinized by all this nonsense that's going on. Oh, absolutely. You have to upgrade your entire your entire process of the game, period. If you can't, you're going to be out of the loop. You can't deal with somebody like Kawhi Leonard. Too much variety there. How are you going to guard him? He could beat you at every spot. No, I've always been a Kawhi Leonard fan. Everybody knows that. I'm a fan of greatness. You see, that's the part everyone seems to miss, is that I'm a fan of greatness. If you're great, then, that's how it's going to turn out. But when you're not great, these scenarios seem to rear their head again, come back up again. Yeah, so Kawhi Leonard said the fundamentals are already out of the game. Why are we trying to put in a 4-point shot? The viewerships right now of the All-Star game, it's pretty bleak. Right now, last year was at the career low. It was at 4.6. That was a 2 million drop off from the previous year. And I think this year it did worse than 4.6. So that's why they haven't even mentioned the numbers. But it's everywhere on their sports websites. They're bashing the game. On ESPN, TNT, NBA TV, on social media, all the people that they pay money to is bashing it. So why would they come out and punish the people that don't? Right? Why would you come out and attack and punish people that don't? Well, you got to understand, Kawhi Leonard is not the guy y'all think. He does not care. He cares about basketball, the magic of the game. And this is why the majority of the people don't seem to get it. Kawhi physical attributes. He's tall, he uses his size, and he uses your body weight and your position against you. And he knows how his massive hands, he has total control of the basketball that even if you're on him, he could still make a shot. There's nothing that say that Kawhi Leonard can't make a shot. Look at this. He gets in position. This is his kill box. If he gets you here, he knows what he can do. Look at it. This is what we mean by footwork. Look at that. He knows right there, I got Grayson Allen going for the lean. I'm going to turn back. Now he's on that side. He felt them. And he could just go up and score. It's pure fundamental basketball. Look at the explosion right there. He gives a fake like he was going to pass and kept his dribble and went up on the 2 steps. Now, right here, you would think he has to give up the ball, right? He turns. There's a wall there, but nobody's open. Somebody would have forced the pass. So he just raises up and uses his ability because he practices this shot. Now, Russ didn't break. Nobody made a cut towards the basket, so he couldn't find anybody. Now, if you give him this kind of room, you deserve what you get. Kawhi Leonard is shooting almost a record high from three-pointers. And what's even scarier, he's not even in the conversation of most valuable player. His team is number 3. All season long, they have talked about Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. They've had a free reign to terrorize and humiliate and bash those players and never give this man an ounce of respect and credit. He has never disrespected the game. He stays quiet. He doesn't do social media. He doesn't get into any drama. But yet, they kept the man on the channel and bashing him and made him the face of load managing. Meanwhile, LeBron James was doing the same exact thing as well as all the other players in the league, except for this man was truly injured. He was injured. He don't fake injuries. This man plays his heart out. And when you say you're questioning his injuries with Stephen A. Smith, his so-called journalistic integrity comes out and bashes him and saying, you don't even give it a try. You just walk off the court. The man had an MCL injury. He had a meniscus tear. He had a lot of things going on in his knee. If he could play, he would play. He's not a guy that's going to just sit out in the middle of the playoffs when they're winning. You see, here's the thing that's so stupid about Stephen A. They were winning. They were up 3-1. Why the hell would he sit there up 3-1 and say, I'm not going to give it a go if he couldn't give it a go? Because the results of the x-ray showed what everybody knew. The NBA didn't want to reveal that because they didn't want that to be the dominant factor of he's out for the remainder of the playoffs. They just kept that quiet until like it was over. We don't know. He could come back so that the fans would tune in and watch the games. They don't want nobody saying, oh man, they finna be, it's over. So you blame the league for that. They didn't want that information out there. So when you start asking people about that and Kawhi turns around and says, oh, well, it's like this. It's a thing. Right. The big 3 got a 3-point shot and a 4-point shot. But the NBA can't get a 4-point shot because that has been trademarked by the big 3. So they can't, anybody else can just run and go get the 4-point shot. See, the NBA couldn't do that because under the rules of basketball now, if they want to get a 5-point shot, they can. But that's like making the game gimmicky. Now it doesn't look like, it's like Rock and Jock. MTV's Rock and Jock. You remember those? That's what it's starting to look like now. They have Jason Tatum ranked over Kawhi Leonard. Let me repeat that again. Jason Tatum is ranked over Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard said, no, I'm not going to do this. I am not going to want to see that. Hopefully, if they do that, I'm out the league by then. I'm gone. Because I don't want to, he don't want to play in that. It's already, all the fundamentals are out as is. Now you're going to have guys running out there trying to shoot 4-point shots. It makes it look even more ridiculous as it sounds. Oh, you right, Giz. What's up? Yeah, Giz, I've been in the gym. He's like, Sino getting brolic. Sino, stay in the gym. That's why they be calling about fat Sino. I'll be laughing. I'll be like, dude, I'll be in the gym. All right, they talking crazy. I'll be in the gym working. While they talking, I'll be working. Sino fat. I mean, okay. I just let them talk. I just let them talk, man. I just let them talk. Oh, the ladies know. The ladies know. I know. I hear it a lot. Because people see my cheeks and all that, and they normally see an up-close shot, and I'm like this, and they be, oh, the fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, fat boy. I mean, whatever. Look at this move. Oh, going up and under. Beautiful basketball execution. Now, look at this move here. Now, pulls up quick. Because he see the defender was looking to see what he was going to do with the basketball. This is good. Now, look, they come over with the double to see if he's going to pass right away. If you stay relaxed and poised, most people panic. And as soon as this goes, they try to go right to a quick pass. You relax. You can still dribble. Now, if they reach, look, he reached. So he pulled back, took the ball, spun off the defender, who was never in the proper defensive position. Kawhi knows I can fade back from here. And he got so much, his hands are so massive, he got total control of the basketball. All he knows he has to do is extend, and he can get the ball over the rim. Now he's got a guy taller than him again, so he has to get this guy off balance. So he crosses, hits him with a dribble. Look at this. Here comes the double. Right? Stay patient. He can make the pass right here to Russ. What has he done? Russ cuts through. I can get this guy off balance. The defender moved off. Now it's one-on-one. Boom, I can get to the free throw line. My favorite spot. Bam! Easy 2 points. You see, when you have a playmaker on your team, he knows how to get buckets. He recognizes what's happening on the other side of the ball. And this is why he's hard to stop. Pump fake on Luka. Luka Doncic jumps in the air. Luka's out of the picture now. Luka's not hustling back on D, even though he got beat. So now his whole team is exposed. Watch this. He goes right up and goes on the side. He doesn't jump in two. He jumps across so that he could still make the layups because his hands are so massive. He could just throw them off his fingertips and go in. He didn't jump in two. He jumped to the side. That's called working on your game. That's called knowledge of the game. When you have that kind of control and that kind of knowledge, you can do these type of things. Awesome control. Body control. Everything is perfect. Now look at this. Spin move back. That's a nice dribble. Here's a triple team. But, he's not worried about these guys because they can't stop what's going to happen. You got Randall in a bad defensive position. He can feel Randall's body and where he's at. His left hand is on his back. So he could spin towards the rim. And he won't be able to respond. Look at that. By the time he responds, it's too late. He can shoot over you. IQ. James Harden brings the ball up running the point. He's looking for Kawhi. He ball fakes it one way and goes to Kawhi, who wants it right here on the wing. They run to get the ball out of Kawhi's hands. He fakes it, throws it back out to James Harden. Harden has an open three. How? Because he knew they were committed to stopping him, that they were willing to give up a three-point shot, and they didn't even go off the fake. So he said, okay, you're going to stay here? Fine. Go ahead, James. So they were more willing to give up the three-point shot to let that go. Ultimately was the wrong idea, right? That's what others would say. That was the wrong idea. To whom? Wasn't us. Now, here's Russ. Look at this. High pick and roll. Told you he's a mini LeBron, but he trusts his team. Gives the ball up to PG. Right there on the outside wing. They're doing a basic, almost like a 4-out, but nope. Just high pick and roll basketball. Kawhi has an open shot. Now that's Rudy. Oh, he knows Rudy's going to go for that block. Rudy's like 7 feet tall. And here comes the cat. He pump fakes. He hasn't dribbled yet. Look at that. Throws a pass immediately to Russ, who's cutting towards the rim. Russ goes up, gets the basket and the foul. Why did he do that, and why was he very comfortable to giving Russ the ball there? Does anybody know? Why was he comfortable giving the ball to Russell Westbrook in that position? The reason why is because two of the biggest defenders on the court, the Cat and Rudy, both are on him. It's common sense. These are the two biggest players. So no blockers are in the rim. They're in the paint. So I'm going to give it to Russ because ain't nobody going to block Russ. You got the Cat and Rudy over here with me. Oh, bet. They all at the three-point line? Bet. Boom. Go ahead, Russ. Now, you can't mess that up. So if you go into the situations looking like, okay, this is what it is now, no, it's always been like this. You just got to recognize it. So once it starts to evolve, it hits another level. With basketball skills and fair use act, this is for commentary purposes only. We're not showing the game. We're showing clips and highlights and discussing fundamentals. PG gets the ball, steps back, wants to shoot a wild three. He gets it to go. I didn't like that play. I hate that play. But the kick out to Kawhi, he drives. Look at this. Dishes back. Now that's an easy dunk for Plumlee. Absorbs all the defense, makes the right pass. Pump fakes, gets Towns up in the air. He got him jumping up, wild, all out of control. Oh, here come the Lakers. Boom. Nope. Good hands. Look at that. His defensive two-way a player. This is why LeBron James will never be on this list of greatest player of all times. Y'all want to get this done? What's up, Mr. Bailey? Now, you want to know why LeBron ain't up here on this list because of greatest of all time? Because you can't be the greatest of all time if you're not one of the greatest defenders of all time as well as the greatest offensive player of all time. It does not work. Every player that they put on the greatest of all time was at least a great defender as well as they was an offensive player. That does not help. It does not help. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. It does not help anybody to see you in these different settings. Okay? You good offensively, but on defense, that's somebody else's job. Well, drugs can't make you play defense. You saw old Tristan Kardashian, he failed a drug test, and he got to miss 25 games, and he was only averaging 3 rebounds. If that. He can't even score more than 3 points a game. So you're going to have to do something else. No, and this is why Kawhi said it. This is how LeBron can stick around for so long, because the fundamentals are out of the game. Have you seen LeBron James take a shot? You seen LeBron James shoot the ball? What LeBron do? Have you seen this face? They be like, "Whoa, look at that, a dream shake by LeBron." I'm like, are you kidding me? That's a dream shake. Here come the dream shake by LeBron. I'm like, that's an old man shuffle. I know an old man shuffle when I see one. He over there. Crazy as hell. Flat as hell. Oh, don't forget his other one. His big fooling everybody. That is the dumbest. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, what in the world? I know, right? It's crazy. How you gonna get swole overnight? Come on. It's like Cito with it. He hit the gym all night. How do you get like that in one day? Gotta stop. The media been fooling you. Just like the internet been fooling y'all for years. We keep telling you, y'all don't listen. Now, right. It's crazy. Because they act like this guy is great. This is why the game fails. Because you're promoting a false narrative. When they promoted Kobe Bryant, you promote it because he's good. He's going to back it up. You promote Steph. Steph's good. Steph could back it up. This guy here can't back it up. He need y'all to whistle him up. Did you see him in the Drew League? Did you see what he looked like in the Drew League? You put Kobe Bryant in the Drew League. You saw what Kobe do in the Drew League. You can put him on that playground, and they ain't got the help from no refs. They gonna show you what time it is. You put Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving out there, they gonna show you what time it is. They good everywhere. They ain't good only on the NBA court. They good everywhere. Now, here's the news. Kawhi Leonard defensive rating is a 109.9. That's pretty goddamn high. And they're not even mentioning him for Defensive Player of the Year. Complete disrespect. Look at that. Look, he's challenging Kawhi. Kawhi goes up with him at the same time and can block it because he's got massive hands. And he's got a wingspan like a condor. Look at this. Steph think he's got an open three? No, you don't. Here come the Lakers. Oh, thought you was going to throw that bullet pass in there. The massive hands of the claw. What are you going to do with the claw, man? You can't mess with this dude. This dude done took LA from LeBron James. Are you crazy? This man done took LA from him. Look at that. Goes through the pick. See, he goes through it. Soft pick by Rudy. He goes through it, gets his hands out in the passing lane. You see, for those of y'all who don't understand what you just saw, when you play as a guard, this is your lane. When you're dribbling here as a defender, this hand needs to be in that lane. You need to keep your hand in the middle of that lane. Boom, when the ball is coming. High, low. This is your hand. It needs to be in that passing lane or dribbling lane. You see, it's like this. You keep that hand in there. Hand, 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 hand. So they got to dribble around and go through your hand. Most people who are weak dribblers, they don't understand it. So as soon as they come in, depends on what hand are they dribbling with. If they're dribbling with the left, you use your left. If they're dribbling with the right, you use your right. If they're crossing with the right, over to the left, you get your right hand in there. They say, okay, you're finna cross with the right hand's out. So if the ball comes across, why? You're knocking the ball out that way. If they come in with the left and you get in the lane, why? You're knocking the ball out with the left. He came dribbling with the left, wasn't comfortable dribbling with the left. You have to know your assignment of your personnel. If you're not comfortable dribbling with your left hand, you know what you're going to do? You know what you're going to do? You are going to resort back to what you've been doing. You're going to resort back to what you used to do every single time. Now, here's what you used to do. Like Michael Jordan, when he first started in his early years, he would only take 2-3 dribbles with his left hand. He wasn't comfortable dribbling with his left. That's how the Detroit Pistons would force him left, because he wasn't comfortable dribbling with his left hand. So you force people into situations that you can control. Oh, when he confronted Zeke confronted him about firing him. I didn't see that yet. I can't wait to see that, because I know he still want to stick Bird in the mouth for that. Like, we could have had a championship. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. But no, I didn't see that yet. No. See, this defender was trying to go back to his right hand because he probably isn't a great dribbler. So he wants to get back to his strong hand. And that's normally your lead hand. So he's comfortable with. So when he started dribbling with his left, Kawhi knew, I can get my hand out there. And sure enough, he got his hand in it, knocked the ball loose, and look, he's gone. So that's just great basketball IQ. Here it is again. Another clip. Kawhi's watching him. Look, he's trying to go over there, throw an alley-oop. Ooh, big hands. Just gets a tip on it. The Clippers already know to watch the ball. Because if Kawhi get a tip, they know we got to close out, get to the ball. James Harden comes down the lane. It's off. Foul. Now, look at this play. They come through. This is like a rookie mistake. He's already about to leave his feet because he thinks this man is open. Kawhi sees it right away. He's got his left hand out in the passing lane already. You see the young kid, instead of throwing a pump fake, Kawhi baited him into throwing this. Now look at this. This bad pass because he was jumping off his feet. Big hands. He gets a finger on it. Yep, there it goes. Turnover. Great defense. Now, Kawhi's watching the defender, and he knows where Bol is. He's crossing. He's going to give him a step. See, this is what LeBron don't do. LeBron does not help his defenders out. He watched them drive to the basket and don't do a damn thing. He does not step in front. Kawhi steps in front, so this guy's got to stop. Now he's going to go into a sting where he tries to pass at the last second. He committed too much. Bol gets it. He's wide dribbling. Boom. Kawhi got long arms. He can reach around Bol's body while he's not wide and whack the ball out of his hands. Beautiful defense. 2 defensive plays in 1. You got to play defense 94 feet. Block. This is a guy with a meniscus injury, MCL, all kind of knee injuries, right? He's played more games than LeBron James this season. Oh, I don't hear the load managing no more. Where is it? I thought he was the face of load managing. Anthony Davis out every year, right? I don't hear them saying AD need to do something, right? Anthony Davis just seemed to miss every game all the time, right? Now you worried about it, ain't you, Stephen A?
I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? Yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because then...
So, as you see, they've all come along with this narrative. So now let's get into the other narratives that's taking place around here. Let's get to that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he's right. Now, this is fundamental basketball. Look, once again, he comes over. Woo! Look at that. Gets a hand on it right away. Good. Oh, jumps out on Pope right away. Look at that. Keep the defender on your back. Bad positioning. Look at that. Bad position. These people don't know how to play defense. So Kawhi just takes full advantage. That's really an and one. The Clippers are the hottest team in the league. And it's easy. Easy. Why they're the hottest team in the league. It's easy. Now, Kawhi Leonard has shown you countless times that he is the best player in the NBA. So what is the question? Now, when you see things that materialize and you hear other people try to throw their innuendos into it, you kind of think about it like, man, this dude is something else. He's always been something else. From the moment he came in as a rookie, and he's not even mentioned in MVP conversations. Let that sink in. Everything he's done this season, he's not in the mention of MVP. The Clippers right now are 28-7. You heard me? 28-7. They're on a run. In their last 35 games, they are 28-7. In the last 35 games, I know because I've watched it. Kawhi Leonard is what Kobe Bryant and all the lessons Kobe was giving him. He was at the Mamba Academy taking it in when LeBron was too busy to go. He ain't got to go. He LeBron. I don't need nothing from Kobe. This man that don't even talk has taken over Los Angeles. They got a $1 billion stadium being built right now that dwarfs that used to be Staples Center. LeBron has lowered the floor when it comes to the Lakers. He's taken that team to an all-time low. They're a bad basketball club. They was like, yeah, they winning. Yeah, they winning because they shooting 55,000 free throws. When has that been fun? When has that been fun for anybody? He said they 33-10 now. I know, but I'm saying at this point, yeah, that's where they were. Look at this on Kevin Durant. KD came out and said Kawhi is the best player in the league. And these are this like 1 and 2. He's looking like KD's gonna give me the space. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up because he ain't gonna let me drive. So he gave me enough space. I could shoot over KD. Bang. So if you're gonna give him that kind of space, he's gonna shoot over you. Now the guy that's supposed to be over him, Jason Tatum, right? He got Brown on him, their best defender. See, he does this against their best defenders. He knows Brown is playing me too close, so I can spin and go. Tatum, who say is better than him, having a better season than Kawhi Leonard, here he is on defense trying to stop Kawhi. Hacks him. He hacks all Jim Duggan, the man. They call nothing, and he still scores the basketball. Look at this. Most people tell you this is a bad shot. But when you practice 1,000 shots before the games and you really work on your game, that's an easy shot for you. That's an easy shot for you. That's a walk in the park for you. Oh, absolutely. Now, if you start looking at it from a player's perspective, you're starting to see the trend, right? Look at that. Fundamentals. Look, two Suns players on him. He could spin and still go on KD. Stop on the dime. Pull up. KD, it was too late. He had to get a quick release to get it over KD. Fundamentals. Julius Randle. He knows he can blow by any of these guys. So he gets him in the box because he knows Randle. Remember I showed you the play before with Randle? Here it is again. Watch. They're going to come over. It's not going to matter because I know how Randle is. He's left-handed, so he's going to keep his left on my back, and I can spin, and he's going to try to use his left to stop me. I can shoot over him. Fundamentals. This is bully ball. He's too small. He came over for the help. I'm going to grab it with my claw, and I'm just going to spin on him, turn around. Easy shot. Look at the fundamentals. Look at the basics. Look at his form. You see how straight? Look at this. Look at that. Have you ever seen LeBron shoot a jump shot looking like that? That's textbook. That is a textbook jump shot. That's textbook. Now you mean to tell me that a bum from Akron is doing better than that? I don't believe you. No one does. Do not mention Jason Tatum, please. Don't mention that guy to me. Fake Kobe, no way. Look at that. Textbook. Oh my God. It's a thing of beauty, ain't it? And they say his game is boring. What's boring about it? He's scoring. And he ain't going on the free throw line. Look at that. A pick on so-called better than Kawhi Leonard player, fake Kobe. He's at Big Al now. He spins on Big Al. Look at fake Kobe. He's so far out of the play, he can't even do anything about it because he's a terrible damn defender. One foot, just go up. This is like playing with children. Look who y'all got guarding Kawhi. Boston. You serious? Y'all got y'all little 3-point expert? Look, this is bully ball now. Oh! Are you kidding me? And you gonna sit there and tell me Jason Tatum is better than him in the MVP race? I'm supposed to believe that. That's the disrespect we talk about. Every year, the disrespect factor of great players to promote average subpar play has never been more trending than now. This is their list for MVPs and most valuable player list. Kawhi Leonard is not even in the top 10. The Joker, they got at number 2. They got Shea Alexander at number 2. Number 1 is the Joker. Luka at 3. Giannis at 4. Tatum at 5. Sabonis from the Kings is 6. Donovan Mitchell 7. Tyrese Halliburton is 8. Anthony Davis is 9. And Devin Booker is 10. These are the top 10 for the most valuable player in the league. Even though the Clippers right now have the third best record, make it make sense. You tell me any one of them is better than Kawhi Leonard? They don't even got Anthony Edwards on the list. And Minnesota's number one. Now, Shea Alexander deserves to be on that list, but it's really the other guys that he's playing with that's been stepping up big. Whenever they get in a jam and Shea start choking up, that guy, what's his name, Mitchell, whatever, he been coming up big. Kawhi Leonard has played more games than anybody probably in the league. So they can't use availability. That's a lie. He's played more games than LeBron. Kawhi ain't been missing no games. Something serious. He ain't been missing none. They can't say nothing now. Even the people that used to be on their side, yeah, Kawhi Leonard, why he get to sit down? He should be on the list. He is the list. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. It's the fact that this media, they have egg on their face because they was in there talking about he the worst superstar in NBA history. You got people like that. Stephen A. Crook. You got him out there running his mouth, don't know what the hell he's talking about. You got all these people with their opinions, don't know what they're talking about. Kawhi Leonard is the face of the NBA. He is what the NBA is supposed to be about. And because they don't promote that, they promote the fake, the propaganda piece. And now we got to go with the propaganda of what they want this to be instead of what it actually is. So now those narratives, they change. Now that those narratives have changed, you seeing a whole different reality now. People don't want to admit it, but it's getting real out here. So they better start waking up because it's going down. Oh, they know that. Kawhi is the same two-way player he was when he was in college, when he was in high school, when he came in the NBA as a rookie playing for the Spurs and gave LeBron James fits. Whenever they put him in there, that's how they got to the finals. Tim was over the hill at that point, and it was Tony Parker's team, and Tony was basically too erratic. They were old. They were the old veterans. Slade won. You keep saying he wasn't always available. He was injured. Okay, it wasn't like he's saying, I'm finna go chill on the beach. The man was tearing his knees up. Nobody knew how long this guy was going to be playing. Right. He was fundamentally sound offensively. Defensively, he wasn't that great of a presence anymore. This is what cost him that championship. When Pop decided to go offense defense, he kept subbing Timmy out when he should have kept Timmy in because you were going to need him for rebounding. See, a three would send the game to overtime. It wouldn't beat you. Kawhi Leonard would have won the championship had he hit both free throws. See, a lot of people forget the scenarios that happened that led up to that was really going to tarnish LeBron James' legacy. If Kawhi Leonard hits one free throw, LeBron's whole legacy is over. Because that three don't matter. It's a 4-point game there. He hit one of two. And because of that, Kawhi Leonard he went from a 77% free throw shooter to a 87% free throw shooter the very next year. That incident made Kawhi Leonard who he was. He had to get better. He couldn't let that situation happen again. And we all know what happened the next year. They got blown out every game. Every game. They were never in it. The largest margin of blowouts in NBA Finals history. Kawhi hurt his ankle that year when they won 67 games that year. Yeah, that was gonna be they were blowing Golden State out. But before Kawhi got hurt, and stepped on what's his name's foot, they had no answer for Kawhi. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. When you have things put on a first term basis, this becomes a very huge acceptance. You have a very huge factor to relish in or relinquish. You're gonna have this new every day. It's gonna be a new thing that pops up. It's gonna always be something. And it's a sticking point. No, it's just disrespectful. I don't know a human being that would even put that in a conversation of a list. How can Kawhi Leonard not be in the conversation? It just don't make sense to me. We're gonna put a poll we're gonna put a poll in. Is Kawhi Leonard today? Well, I'm supposed to put better. It's beater in there. Better than Jason Tatum? Yes, no, I don't know. So we have a lot of yes, no nos, and a 8% for I don't know. No, I don't really understand it myself, but no, Kawhi knows what he is, man. He's definitely that guy. So when you start talking about greatest players, he don't have to boast and brag. Like he's not even thinking playoffs right now. He's like, look, right. You see a guy like this, look at this clown. Now, everybody in here done seen what I look like, and he talking about some Bookman. See what I tell you? They gonna always say that no matter what, just to be talking. I just let them talk. Kawhi's a bum. Can't win a championship with the Clippers. Okay, Mr. James. Let's see. Can LeBron win a championship with the Lakers? Hmm? You know he just got there, right? Did you know he went to Toronto and won a championship in one season? One season. Won a championship for them team, and they never won a championship. Toronto, an expansion team, comes right in, win for them, and he's out. And he beat a team that had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, even though KD was hurt. KD came back for the only game they won and hurt himself again. It was out. Look, he only won a bubble championship. Exactly. So the MVP award tracker, and this is what I'm saying. You got all these people that don't know anything about basketball voting on the basketball. The All-Star game is a mess because, like Kobe Bryant said, like y'all don't compete. Y'all don't play. Y'all play harder at a UCLA pickup game. And y'all don't have billions of people watching. Now we over here trying to promote a league. How does this help the league? How does this help you with sponsorships? It don't make sense. The people will dictate that. You see, that's the gift that I give to the people. They're going to see for themselves. They're going to know what time it is. Oh, absolutely. um, it's always going to be countless times with other people who comes and get in the way and they try to uh, implement their game. It's not a lot of guys who have a lot of fundamental talent. Um, Donovan Mitchell, as great as he is, he's a great player with great athleticism, and he has great shooting ability. Fundamentals, he really don't have that well. His fundamentals aren't that great. So because his fundamentals aren't that great, he's stuck in a position where he has to deal with the fallout of all of this. Now, right, like I always say, you check it out for yourself. You check it out and tell me where this situation ends, where it begins, where it goes. It's nightmarish for some people. Oh no, Shea Alexander should be in the conversation. Lucas should be in the conversation. Jason Tatum. They're the most fraudulent 43-12 team there is. Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs, they just got hot. Like they've been on a run and just got hot. So now he's going to be in the conversation. What about the Clippers? So we just supposed to forget about the Clippers altogether. We're supposed to forget the Los Angeles Clippers. They're trying to make him a superstar because Boston need one. So Tatum got to be made into a superstar. That's what that's about. We got to make a guy into a superstar. The East need a superstar to stand out, and Boston is the big team. We got to make him a star. So you got fake Kobe. Now you got Kawhi Leonard out here who's averaging 25.1 a game, 6.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 55% from the field, 47% from the three-point line. 47% is what he's been shooting. 91% from the free throw line, his highest percentage of his career. Ever since he missed that one free throw that would have won the NBA championship and ended LeBron James' whole existence would have been done. That's why they push him. See, Tatum was supposed to have been a Laker. Kobe Bryant assumed that was what they were doing. And he went and he worked out with Jason Tatum and everything. He was like, you playing for the wrong team. You should have been a Laker. I don't know why you didn't get this guy. It's over Lonzo Ball. Now, over Lonzo Ball, yeah, I would take him. Lonzo is not durable. His knee, he's been out for 3 years now. He's missed 2 seasons over his knee, and his knee might not ever get that back to 100%. So his career is pretty much screwed up. Well, Sabonis was the best look they had for him, so Well, when you see a whole lot of things happening, you're gonna start seeing a lot of different notions that appearing, and they're gonna have different tropes inserted within them. Like you're gonna see, right? You're gonna start seeing a whole different outlet and outlook on people's futures. Yeah, fundamentals are out of the league right now. And it's a sad thing to see, but right now that's where we at. We're living in a world where fundamentals are less and less coming from our side. And that's because, like Kobe Bryant said, AAU is terrible. Now, why is AAU so bad? I'm gonna tell you what happened this year in AAU. And I want you guys to pay full of good attention to it. Now, here's what happened. And the reason why the AAU tournament is just so bad. These guys do not practice. Nobody practices anymore. No one practices. So when you look at the scenarios now and you start seeing all the players in AAU, you had all these star players that they have, because they have guys who have a lot of athletic talent, but they don't understand how to play the game of basketball. Now, you're going to practice 2 days a week before the game. Every time, if you're in AAU, y'all have 2 hard practices, and these kids don't want to practice. And then they go to another team and the coach be like, you ain't even got to practice, just show up for the game. Coaches are now doing that to try to get star players all on their team, because it's not really their fault. They don't know how to coach, but all you got to do is pay money now and you'll be a coach. You go take a test and that's it. You're a basketball coach for AAU. So it don't even make sense anymore. The whole AAU system is just garbage. So what you have is a super talented athlete who's not really skilled in fundamentals, and he can light up these other kids who are athletic and they can do all these moves and everything else. But the game is sloppy. The overall game is sloppy. You don't understand it. You don't know anything about it because you don't practice. Now, what do they do overseas? They practice. For one game they practice about 6 times before they even play that one game. In the United States, they play 6 games and only practice once. At one practice. Oh, AI would have loved to play in this era. Practice. Practice. We talking about practice, not a game. Practice. But LeBron James can not practice every day. LeBron James don't practice. And when you see Isaiah Thomas go over that very venomously, tell people like, look, we don't practice. It's like terrible. AAU, just high school basketball. That's all you think about. High school basketball tournaments. That's all you need. We have become undisciplined because we have undisciplinedness that's out there coaching. Now, and this is purposely being done. The league knows it's done here in the United States. The NBA is done here. They're not worried about the United States anymore. I keep telling you, they don't care. They want the international money. That's why they got the Emirates deal. They're going international. This whole game is going international. It's 130 European players drafted. I mean, it's playing right now in the league. How many more that's going to be next year? In the next 5 years, it'll be 60% European players or players that's from other countries that's playing in the NBA. And you know what the blacks are going to be? Less and less and less each year. The game that you dominate is supposed to be so great. You're going to find out you're not going to get drafted. You're going to be coming out of college undrafted. You're going to be like, they just won the national championship. Well, we don't have no place to put him. He don't have the skill set. Only those who are super talented with their athleticism and skills, they're going to be the ones that come and make the teams. If not, you're going to have a whole entire and complete it's already happening. They're going to do these international tournaments, and they're only thinking about the money. Because in the United States, it's done. Nobody cares about the game anymore. And you know what they don't have to deal with the international players? All of the flash, all the rap videos. I don't feel like playing today. I'm going to sit out this week. I'm going to chill. I'm emotionally, I need a mental health day. They don't say, oh, take the mental health, all the mental health days you need. Take them all. You know why they're going to say that? They're going to say that because they got the international money coming in. And you're not going to be a part of the revenue anymore. And they know, well, you're going to probably watch it anyway in the playoff and finals. Cool. No. Here's the thing. Why would you even want that? I wouldn't want that for the league. I wouldn't want my league to look like that. But the Clippers are third in the league. You don't even have Anthony Edwards is not even mentioned as an MVP candidate. He's not even mentioned. And they're the number one team. So that lets you know they don't really care. They're going to be a first round exit the way they got them set up to go. Whoever comes out of the in-season tournament is going to beat them. So putting them at number one for the entire season was for what? It's almost like a joke. No, the thing is they have done this to the players. You see, they deliberately get away from the teachers of the game. It's just like with boxing, like you said. It's all international. All the money is international now. They want to promote the European fighters. American fighters, they got too decadent. too lazy, want to be flashy. They want all the money and don't want to work. You seen the Charlos. They care about being internet stars instead of real boxing stars. They forget force fed all these fights. They're not really talented. They're not really good. They work hard in the gym, but when it comes to boxing IQ, they're not really good. They're basic. And a lot of these fighters are basic and they're getting promoted as such. It's not really high intake tail boxing going on. That's how I knew Terrence Crawford was going to do what he was going to do to Errol, because Errol is not what you guys thought he was. He's been marketed very well to you, but I know exactly what he was. And when he fought Bud, y'all want to make an excuse. We told y'all was going to make it, but didn't matter. You saw what it was. Well, everyone's starting to see. They're starting to see the reason for everything. LeBron's always gonna lie. Like when I said LeBron be lying for no reason, everybody thought it was cap. You just a hater. Next thing you know, boom, there it is. Well, if you start looking at the narratives, you start saying to yourself, "What's really going on here? What's really happening?" 8% says Tatum is better. I know this poll is crazy. We got the poll going right now. I want to know who the 8% is. They all are some LeBron fans. So right now they got 10% saying no. Jason Tatum is better than Kawhi Leonard. And 7% says I don't know. The 7% and the 10% are some LeBron James fans. Because they want to believe he's the best thing going. Yeah, we wanted to see what would be the new outlook of situations. Like you always want to know. No, they couldn't. They can't deal with Kawhi. He could take over a game at will. Like he's totally taken Los Angeles from LeBron. It's clear. It's completely over. Guys know that by now. It's just done and done. But we'll see in the end. But until then, who's that? Smashville. What's up? We see you. Well, when you're Kawhi Leonard, and you shooting at this high percentage and playing at this level, how in the world are they putting Jason Tatum above you? To me, it just makes no sense to even have Jason Tatum in the conversation. I never, no, I never really thought about anything other than you kind of, you know, keep your fortresses up and stay, you know, AD remind you of who? AD remind me of a guy that's softer than anything I've ever seen in my life. He only can play hard for one game. Next thing you know, you hit him in the chest. He don't want any contact, nothing. Oh, when it's said and done, we'll see how it plays out. Steph put him to bed on his own court. He's not a superstar. They trying to build him into a superstar. But the NBA is gonna have a real problem here. Because the All-Star game was atrocious. I didn't even watch it, and that was the thing. I watched bits and pieces, and I just like, oh my God, this is terrible. And I just like, this is terrible. I saw LeBron play. He just sat out the second half. It was so bad. So it's just what it is. Now, other people they're going to come along and have their input selected into situations, but right now I need to get some stuff done. So let me get up out of here. Deuces.